Guys, it's been a long time coming, but I'm proud to announce that my hands are finally registered with the International Registry of Lethal Hands. This is the only place where your God-given gifts of danger can get the recognition that they truly deserve. Now you might be thinking, why on earth would anybody need to register their hands as lethal? Let me break it down for you. There are those among us whose hands are so downright dangerous, they need to be documented. Registration is a moral responsibility, and it's a vote for the greater good of humanity. The sole mission of the International Registry for Lethal Hands is to catalog the most formidable hands on the planet. So if you know someone, and you even suspect they possess lethal hands, do not hesitate. Register them immediately. And if you've ever looked at your own hands and thought, damn, these dogs are dangerous, don't settle. Go register. Head over to registeryourhands.com, fill out a simple form, and you're official. Remember, use the promo code Chael to save 20%, or just click on the link below. Alex Pereira with a rare miss. Rare. Alex Pereira has done so well on social media. This is a very rare strikeout. He comes out and he says that he thinks his fight with Jake Paul, a fight between him and Jake Paul under boxing rules, would be very interesting and very competitive. Talked about what a great challenge Jake is, how hard Jake works, how well Jake is training, and then he talks about himself and says that he does pretty well in sparring sessions of boxing in the gym, and he's even had one professional boxing match as a way of explaining how you could maybe get these guys together. The reason I call it a miss, and it never works and you see it about 50% of the time, but about 50% of the time, a way of building a fight that is completely lopsided is where the A side starts to pull themselves down or to elevate the other side. And it's just something that the audience sees through. Alex Pereira might be the greatest mixed martial artist of all time. He might be. If he was to defeat Jon Jones, he would be recognized as the greatest of all time. If he was somehow to go to heavyweight and capture a belt, no matter who has it, in this case it's Aspinall, but if he were to capture it, we would not have a discussion about GOAT anymore. We would just refer to it as Alex Pereira. He would be the first ever champ. The argument of GOAT would be done. So the idea of Pereira, the world-class striker, the world-class mixed martial artist, the something champion in kickboxing, the foggiest idea because kickboxing is so unorganized, but he did something very impressive in kickboxing, including to beat Israel Adesanya, is somehow going to be challenged by Jake Paul. Like, the notion is just silly. It's just silly that it would come from him, plus his timing is terrible. He's now essentially calling out a guy, right? I mean, he's dangling and he's flirting with the idea of fighting a guy who's about to get cleaned up. It's not like we have to wonder if Jake can beat Joshua. There's no reasonable person. I'm not looking to be a skunk at the garden party and trying to be a dick about it, but I'm just saying, if you're in Pereira's spot and you are going to tarnish your own brand, you're going to put out an interview with your own words which questions how you would do against Jake Paul in a boxing match. Now, if you're luring him in for the money and attention, and then you're going to get the highlight reel and you go clean up Jake Paul, it's a completely different conversation. You're calling out a guy who you can't get a fight with, oh, by the way, who's just about to lose his next fight, so now you don't even want to face him. Once you make it clear to the audience that you and him would be competitive, as soon as he gets stomped out by Joshua, you don't have an argument that you could do well with Joshua or that you deserve a fight with Joshua. You already told us that you are close with him. I get the intent. I even get the politeness of it. I really do. It's a sweet thing to do. It's very nice. I think that Paul has been complimentary of Pereira in the past. And so Pereira is trying to tickle his nuts back. Like, I do understand it. It's just one of these rare misses by Pereira. When you're the king of the world, go enjoy being king. But don't tell me on page 1, as reigning world champion, making an argument to not have to defend your belt, in fact, being able to leave your own division to pursue Jon Jones for a legacy fight of the greatest mixed martial artists of all time. Do not tell me that on page 1, and on page 2 tell me, I think it'd be a really good match, me versus Jake Paul.